don't know. I hope at least point us where we need to. If we need to go back down, hey, we could just talk about going back down the hole.
We could.
Going back down the hole.
We
Maybe.
could just go back down there and
down into the tree.
Yeah.
There you go.
I got the map.
It seems like a really great idea. That
For being drunk.
Right. Well, welcome everyone to On the Edge of Darkness. A little bit of disorganization with the screens. One of our players will be along shortly, as soon as they can, so we can get started for tonight. I don't have any specific announcements. Grayson won't be with us tonight. He's not feeling well, so we wish him well. And for him,
because the Ravens lost.
It could be because the Ravens lost, but
Wow.
You just gotta stiff upper lip like Bengals fans do. We just expect to lose and are happy when we don't.
Like these right here.
Yeah, and I mean it's all better than the Steelers, but so. But yeah. So we're gonna get started a little differently tonight, but we'll grab into it and go. You
got Twitch on?
Yeah. Yep. It's up on Twitch and Facebook and YouTube and Anchor afterwards and all those fun plus. No.
I was gonna say because on Twitch I'm not even on there. You're in Blaylock's spot.
Oh yeah. They're all messed up. That's okay for right now.
That's right. They'll know who you are.
Yeah, we can switch down here. We'll go to our live map of Lenoris Faye. Let's see.
Is it Loranis or Lenoris?
Lenoris. It is Lenoris. I have it typed out wrong on my interface, and that's why I said it the other way.
I have it written down as Loranis. I forgot to fix that.
It's not. It doesn't rhyme with Rick Moranis. It has nothing to do with Rick Moranis. So, yeah. Well, all right. Well, we'll go ahead and get started, and hopefully Blaylock joins us soon, or else I'm going to have a deep conversation with myself. So
go ahead.
We're relying. Tonight, buddy. Yeah. It's what is those guys with the drums on their back and like the cymbals and the harmonica? One man band here.
Zorma, him and I'll just pass out all day and watch you.
I hope not. So where we left off, the party lost the brother of Zormir in an emotional struggle. They removed him from the depths of the heart tree and carried him up where they ran into Buthok, who sensed a change in the forest after the defeat of the corrupted heart. Buthok told them he knew of a place to lay him to rest that was proper, and took them to an old stump in the forest. Walking inside the stump, passing through it, they discovered the hidden elven city of Lenoris Faye. There they ran into Kelthalis, the master at arms there in the elven city, and he showed them around town where Zormir and Nemoria tended to drink their concerns away as Blaylock discovers something unique about his staff. And where we pick up tonight is in the room with Zoramir and Nemoria as they enter their room from a night of some revelry.
I don't think Grayson's very happy with us. What do you think?
Oh, what's over here? Oh, I'm gonna start just. I almost didn't even hear him. Just go off and start exploring the room and any trinkets that I might find.
Hey, are you listening to me?
Fine. Is there anything? Is this a museum? Where are we?
They just shoved us in this room. I think this is our room that we're sharing.
Yeah, it's a very nice room. There's a large bed, very very ornately decorated. One of the nicest rooms you've been in on all your adventures so far. In the corner of the room is like an oaken dresser with a mirror. There's a small round table toward the center of the room with 4 chairs around it and a couch kind of on the other wall. Candles burn in the room, and it just has a sweet smell of cinnamon.
Is there any place to take a bath or anything in the room, or is that outside somewhere else?
Not in the room. Outside, there's a bathing facility.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna take my shield and set it off next to the bed. I'm gonna pat on the bed. Hey, Zoramir, I think there's plenty enough room for both of us to share the bed tonight. Have you ever slept in the bed with anybody with a beard?
I'm gonna take a couple steps over, scan the room. Why is there only one bed in here, Nemoria?
I don't know. It's not my room. We were just told to come here.
Don't you have that tent thing you could sleep in? That sounds like a good idea to me.
Well, I got a tent thing that you can sleep in. I'm not sleeping in it.
Were there beds in the tent?
For you?
There can be.
There can be.
Yep.
Not sure what that means, but okay.
It's designed by the maker, the summoner. You're talking about the hut that you've stayed in several times?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's designed. What's inside is kind of designed by the summoner.
So it's like variable each time?
Yep. It's been different every time so far.
Interesting. I didn't pick up on that.
One time it was full of dolls.
Yeah. And hay bales the next time. And
Yep.
see how much I mean to you, Zoramir. You don't even remember anything.
You just put a huge bed in your hut there, Nemoria, and
you can sleep on the couch.
Oh, the couch.
And it's a rather large couch. It would facilitate someone
look
your
how small
size.
you are. I mean, it would be like a bed for you. It's a princess bed.
I'm gonna go over to the couch and lift up the cushions.
Okay. You lift them up, and where you would expect like some dust and some debris to probably fall down based on the places you've stayed in your journeys, this one's been cleaned. It's very well taken care of and kind of matches what you've experienced in this place so far. That everything here is very well taken care of in comparison.
This place is too clean, Nemoria.
I know, right?
Is this are we in a dream? Wait.
Well, I don't know, but that alcohol we had, that wine wasn't a dream. That was some good stuff.
A tear's gonna start coming to my face. Am I imagining that Alberon's dead? Is this just a dream? Am I gonna wake up? Is this?
I'm sorry, buddy, but no, you're not. This is true. We are not dreaming.
Oh, you can be so sure.
Because
Have you ever
My-
seen a place as
I'm
clean as
carrying
this? This is
Alban
very
on.
suspicious, Nemoria.
I carried him for a long ways. My body feels it. I wish it was true. I wish we were in a dream, but we're not. It's going to take you a long, long time to get over this, and I understand.
That's what's been driving me. Don't know what I'm gonna do now. This is why I've been going on adventures with all of you, is to find him.
Well, we still have a lot more things to do, and we definitely need you. I mean, you are an integral part of this party, and I'm sure we can find something else to occupy your time. You'll be all right. I really think you will, but it's going to take time. It really is going to take time.
I'm gonna take the cushion and plop it on the ground, and then kind of get onto it cross-legged, and take out one of my daggers. And as we're talking, I'm gonna kind of like start carefully cutting the threads in the cushion, just like, and just looking back up at Nemoria as we're talking.
Okay. So Nemoria, you see him kind of taking his dagger out and willingly destroying this cushion that he's resting on.
I know you're depressed. I know it. I can see it. You're not yourself. When you walk into the tavern and you're not looking for things to steal, we know there's an issue. I've never seen you this way.
Not sure what I need, Moria. Just glad I have all you around.
Well, I can always give you a hug.
Oh no.
Hugs are good.
Stay away from me. I'm gonna bring the dagger out.
Or we could take your pack and set it over in the corner somewhere so that it would stop smelling up the room.
That pack has never left my body. Wait. No. That pack is not gonna leave my body, Nemoria.
Well, that's fine. I just had an idea. Why don't you take out one of the nastiest pieces of meat you could find in there?
You want to try it?
No. Let's go across the hall and put it on the door handle of Grayson and Blaylock's door.
That's a good. Oh, maybe we could slip it under the floor.
I think so, and then they could smell. They would be able to share. Yeah, they could share.
Good.
In our delight.
I'll reach in my backpack and just scoop out some meat and just plop right into Nemoria's hands.
And it's
Dude.
As you scoop it out, it's basically liquefied at this point. It's been in there a very long time. When was the last time you cut meat from something?
It's been a second.
It's been a bit, yeah. So there's not much left of this, and it even as Nemoria, as he opens the satchel, the smell from the satchel itself just like hits you kind of as the flap opens, and then as he brings it out, it just gets worse. It's septic. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw with disadvantage because you've been drinking.
Wait for it to catch up here. 12.
You immediately just retch all over.
Wait, in what direction?
In your direction, like it's splattering on your shoes.
Why do you have I hold my hands up and it's just like oozing through my hands and down my arm, and I'm like, you seriously can't be eating this stuff. Come on now. You're not eating this, are you?
Come back. Control yourself, Nemoria. It's the first time you've come across this fine meat.
This is not meat. This looks like snot. But this should work really well. Open the door for me. And I'll go smear it all over their door.
I'm gonna kick off the puke that Nemoria just spewed all over me. and go and open the door.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna look down both ways of the hallway, make sure nobody's around, and I'm just gonna walk across the hallway. I'm just gonna smear it all over the door handle and
So
put it at the bottom of the.
as you walk out of the room and you look down the hallway, there's the hulking presence of Aethelmine, the tavern owner. Just kind of stand there, and he looks down at you, and then looks in your hands, and he's just looking.
Kind sir, do you have a towel? I got some stuff on my hands, and I didn't want to put it on any of the furniture. It's so nice in there, and you just got a towel.
And he just looks at you with kind of a scowl on his face, not real happy about trying to jam daggers into his tables earlier. And he points down the hall where there's a small room, and he begins walking you down there a bit, and like pieces are dripping out on the floor, and he's just sighing the whole time. He's not real happy about the situation. And you go through a small room, and you can see they've set up here in this room, carved out of the rock wall itself of this underground cavern, is these spa-like chambers. Steam rises from hot springs that are filtered down from deeper in and into these tubs, and it keeps a small circulation going. And one second. And as you walk past all these, toward the end is a kind of a larger basin, the same steaming water, and you see on the side of the basin is a refuse pile. And he points to it for you to drop it down.
Thank you, kind sir. You know, we've been traveling a long time, and the food in our packs, you know, we've just not had time. I mean, we've been fighting so many enemies. Excuse me, sorry. And so we were cleaning out the packs, and Zormir gave me this stuff, and we didn't know it was rotten. I'm so sorry. I apologize. And just let me clean this off and wash my hands, and I'll be on my way. I'll be on my way. Ooh, these are nice. These are nice little areas here.
How'd you feel about taking a bath while you're in here? Maybe cleaning up a bit?
Bath? What's that going to cost me?
For how you smell? On the house.
Well, yeah. You know, a girl can't say no to that. I mean, I don't remember the last time I've had a bath. It's been weeks.
Not surprising. You have a smell of salt air and rotting meat.
Yeah, but some dwarves find that sexy. You don't? I mean, look at this beard. I've been growing this beard for almost a month.
And he turns around. Not a dwarf. You're too tall for a dwarf. And he reaches into a small basket there near the door and pulls out a rather large piece of material, a towel, and kind of sets it on the side of one of the stone outcroppings there, and looks back with a side eye and walks out of the room.
I'm just gonna kind of sigh and leave. Talk to myself, man, that was too close. That was too close. I'm gonna kind of peek down the hallway, back out, see if he's still there, but I see walking away, hopefully going back out to the front.
So he starts walking, and he gets to where your guys' room is. The door's still open where you were going to run out, and he's looking in there at Zormir. Everything else okay?
Just look up at him. Can I use the kitchen?
No more elvish wine for you.
I didn't have any elvish wine that I know of.
And he closes the door, walks
I'm
down,
gonna
and
open the door back up.
he stops and turns around. Yes?
What's on the upper floors?
Well, that's where I live.
Can I see?
No.
Is there a lock on the door?
Let's just say you don't want to go in there.
Why is that?
You'll find out if you have the misfortune of trying.
I've had the misfortune of going in many places. I can't imagine this bar would be the worst of them.
And he turns around, another scowl on his face. Why don't you go take a bath too?
Where do I do that?
Down the hall. You'll find your companion there.
Don't get any ideas about the two of us.
Sure. And he turns around, you hear him mutter, I'm going to talk to Kelthalis in the morning. I don't want these people staying in my inn. It's multiple days. They don't pay me enough for this.
So as he walks,
I guess I'll walk down to the baths.
Yeah, he walks around the corner, and as he rounds the corner, you see Zoramir come out of the room and start heading toward that room where you're at.
hey, come down here. You gotta see this room. Come here. They have like hot baths in here. Don't look, but I'm gonna I gotta take a bath. You know, I'm starting to smell like Blaylock. And that's not good. Maybe you can work off some of this wine in the bathtub because, wow, I got a headache.
Should we grab a bottle of wine?
Oh. You think you could sneak into Grayson and them's room and grab a bottle?
Guy with a scowl on my face. You questioning my lockpicking abilities?
Well, I did see your hand at the last couple doors we were at, and the chest that you tried to open and you weren't very good at it. Sorry, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings, but you weren't good at it. So I'm not just saying I doubt you. I don't know if you can do it. You're a little drunk, but I double dog dare you.
I wanted to turn down a dare.
You know you wanna go try.
Perhaps we should get in these baths first.
So I start taking all my armor off and dropping it in on the floor.
You just with a loud clang as it slams against the stone, you hear clang clang. Are you down? You're down there. So Zoramir, you're seeing a naked, bearded woman.
Oh God!
See, there's nothing here not to look at.
Just get in the bath, Nemoria.
Don't you be looking at me. I'm gonna hop in the bath, settle down in.
The waters.
Come on in.
Waters are really warm, and it's just a slight current that you feel as it's fed in through this trickle stone trough that feeds down as the steam rises up, and it's a very soothing sound of water running. And then on the other end, it kind of exits out. And as you're in, there's another bath on the right-hand side. So there's a path in the middle, and you hopped in the left bath, and then there's another one on the right-hand side that's set up the same.
So nice.
I'm gonna hop in the other bath with my clothes on.
Okay. So you hear a big splash, Nemoria, and as you look over, Zoromir's kind of giving you this concerned look as he just slowly descends into the water with his clothes still on.
What's the matter, little one? Are you sad about something? That you can't take your clothes off and take a real bath?
I don't want you to get intimidated now, Nemoria.
Oh, okay, whatever you say. But your clothes could really use a bath too, so I don't blame you. Smells like rotted meat.
And Zormir, as you sink deeper into this, and your pack fills with water, some of the meat pieces start floating out of the side of the pack and up into the water. And there's definitely an aroma of it kind of in this hot water as little pieces are just there floating and swirling around.
When I realize, oh crap, shouldn't be getting my pack wet, I'm gonna take it off and take it out of the water and try and kind of wring it out a little bit and put it off to the side.
Is the smell emanating into the room?
You can smell a bit of it. It's not as strong as when he scooped it out, but it's there.
Buddy, that smells so bad again. You're not gonna be able to wash that. You can't wash that stuff out. You're gonna need to be here a while.
Smells like victory to me.
I'm just gonna stick my head underneath the water for as long as I can. I'll be back. Not
Okay.
just like dunk my head underneath the water and just start washing my hair and my lovely beard.
All right. Zormir?
Peek over, seeing what she's doing, then just wait for her to resurface.
Okay. After a minute goes by, 2 minutes, you see Nemoria kind of raise up out of the water, kind of wipe her face down, draw back her hair.
What? Why are you staring at me?
Didn't know if you were drowning in there.
I don't drown. I'm water breathing. Remember who my god is? Estab. Everything I do is with water.
Yet you don't have purple pants. This is
Not
sacrilege.
Not yet. I'm working on that.
Well, what should we do after we leave this place?
Like, done with a bath, or like when we leave?
Oh, after we leave this bath, I mean, I'm gonna see what else good there is to snatch in this place. This place seems like there's some really good valuables, but that's neither here nor there. You can go back to the room after that, but no. After we leave this place,
We can knock on all the doors as we run back to the room. I mean, it is late. Everybody's sleeping.
What time is it?
I mean, it's from what you can tell by this artificial light. I mean, it's in their world, it's evening.
I have a better idea, Nemoria. I could teach you how to lockpick, and we could do this stealthily.
You would teach me how to lockpick? That would be cool.
Of course, anything for you, Nemoria. Think you would be a great asset when we come across chests that might have traps on them.
Right? Why? Because you don't know how to open them, or?
You have that heavy armor that I don't quite have that can deflect the blows of booby-trapped chests.
But I thought you were boasting the other day about how good you were that you could do that. So if you could lockpick it, it shouldn't blow up, right?
Like
But
your
anyway,
optimism.
no, don't worry. Yeah, I want to learn. We could try Blaylock's door.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. That way we don't get, hurt, so to speak.
Where do you think that shard is?
I've been thinking about that all evening. We were supposed to have found it down there, were we not?
Seems like the best place of any place to find it. I wonder if they have it hidden in here somewhere.
No, I think we really need to talk to. We really need to talk to Blaylock and Grayson. We need to. That was, other than fighting Alvaron, that was our main mission, was to find that shard. We did all of that and we almost died, and we basically come out empty-handed.
Maybe your guys' main mission was to do that. I just wanted to find Alvaron. Glad we found him. Not happy how we left.
Well,
but I guess now that he's gone, some tears coming to the face again.
but
I guess I'll have to find a new motivation.
I could be your motivation. I could be your pep coach, and I could, cheer you on and maybe teach you how to pick a door or something.
I'm going to ignore that you said that, Nemoria.
And I say that all in fun. You're the best rogue I've ever met.
How many rogues have you met, Nemoria?
One. You. So you're the best.
Very flattered.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Are you going to stand there and look at me all day? Because I'm getting ready to get out. I mean, if you want to look at me, you can, but just giving you heads up. And I stand right up.
I'm going to look over to the side as quickly as possible.
Clean for another day. I'll towel off and start picking my clothes up and putting them back on in my armor. You know what I could? I wonder if I could sneak without all my armor on down the hallway, because I do have these neat little boots on.
You sound like a gong walking down a hall of bells every time you try to step around him, Moria.
I know. I mean, isn't that crazy? Well, but that's what this armor's for, is to protect little people like you. That's why I stand next to you when we're fighting, so I can use my shield to protect you.
Well, first rule of sneaking, don't have big heavy metal armor on.
That's good wisdom. Very good wisdom. So as I get all my stuff on, and we're gonna go down and let's go down and talk to Grayson. Because your question and my question are the same, and maybe he's got some answers for us, and I don't know. We'll just see. Hopefully he's not still kind of mad at us or anything. So I tell you what, when he opens the door, give him a hug and tell him you're sorry. That'll make it better.
I think I'm kind of hungry.
Well, yeah, you didn't eat anything. You left it all on the table.
I'm gonna stand out of the bath.
Okay. His clothes are dripping, and Nemoria being a little bit taller, you can look down into the water, and it's just nasty in there. Like, there was a lot that was on his clothes and armor that is now since washed away, and some of it has even changed color from what it was, as it's just there.
Oh dear, Ishtab, look at all that stuff in the water. That actually came off of you. That's disgusting.
I'll shake myself off.
Throw him a towel. Let him wipe himself down.
Okay, so he throws you one of the towels that are there. They smell good. You dry off
I'm gonna-
best you can. You're still completely wet because of your armor.
Alright, I'm gonna go see if there's any snacks in the kitchen. I'm gonna just take off walking down the hall out towards the kitchen.
As he walks away, you just hear.
Good stealth. Good stealth, buddy. Good stealth.
I'm trying to sneak.
Uh-huh. Well, you know that dude's mad at you. He sees you out there, he's gonna yell at you again. Why don't we just knock on Grayson and Blaylock's door and see if they're awake?
Okay, you can knock though. I don't want to see Grayson's wrath.
Well, here goes everything. So we're gonna walk up to the door and just gotta like really just kind of knock really softly, not angrily, just a loving tap on the door.
You hear
Hey.
from inside the room. You just hear a long, drawn out sigh, and you hear the footsteps come over, unlock the door. What?
Hi. Are you still not mad at my little buddy here, are you? He's sobering up a little bit, but it's still got a little ways to go, but he had a question he wanted to ask you.
Grayson looks down. Yes.
What was I gonna ask him?
Tell him.
I forget what I was gonna ask him.
Fine. Why don't we have this the we were supposed to get that shard. Why don't we where's that supposed to be at? We almost died and we didn't get it.
We shouldn't be talking about this here in the hallway. Come inside. He opens the door for you both to walk in. As you walk in, you see Blaylock sitting at the table, every now and then talking to someone, and all you see is a little illuminated projection of a gnome coming from his staff.
I'm gonna walk over and sit on the bed.
Get off of the bed. You're dripping wet.
It's just water. It will dry up.
You can stand.
Hmm.
Are you two sober enough to even talk right now?
Well, I took a shower, or a bath, I should say. I'm sober enough to do that. Hey, Blaylock, you really should invest in the baths down the end of the hall. Primo stuff. I think you would enjoy it.
And Blaylock ignores you as he's focusing on what he's doing there. After a little bit, you see him just kind of raise a hand and waves, but he doesn't ever turn around.
I'll start wandering the room looking to see if there's any valuables in the room.
So, what about the shard?
I don't know. It bothers me that it wasn't down there. The whole reason we went in was to find that, but it didn't seem to be there. This place does make me a bit uneasy. Doesn't it, you?
It's too clean. You notice that? Too clean. Every surface is wiped down and there's no dirt. What kind of place does that?
It's almost too good to be true, isn't it?
Is this all a projection? Figment of our imagination? Are we Are we not actually in that tree we walked into?
Now, I think we're here, but if they're hiding, why didn't they take the tree back themselves?
I don't
Well,
know.
that is a good question.
Have we gotten a good look at like the regular town folk that are living here?
Yeah, you've seen several of them out and about. I mean, they don't look like warriors. They look like common folk.
I don't know, something tells me the people living here couldn't put up much of a fight, if you know what I mean. And that's coming from me.
Yeah, it did seem a little odd, but I mean, nobody really talks too much down here. You know, we just got here today too, so I think as we maybe we can walk around and explore, we can start asking some of those questions and see if we can find something out. Because I'd hate to done all this just to walk away empty-handed.
Oh, we need that shard. I can't wait to hold the sword in my hands complete.
I don't
Me
think you'd
too.
be wielding something that powerful. If it's to
Would be
be,
Why
quite
is that?
the
we can't even keep you from acting presentable in a place like this.
I've had a bit of a roller coaster these last couple days. Give me a break.
I understand. And I feel for your loss. You lost someone very close to you. We only knowed him for a little bit. He seemed pleasant and clean.
He was very clean. I don't know how he did it. He just, well, not as clean as this place, but I think he looked up to me for his cleanliness. I always tried to be a role model for him. Hope it rubbed off a little bit.
Not a great role model, I wouldn't say.
What are you talking about? He turned out great.
I will say, you must have gotten in the bath also. You don't
did.
smell as pungent as you have.
Guess I'll take that as a compliment. Don't know why you're trying to smell me so much.
It's hard to not.
It's not by choice, little buddy. It's just always there.
Like to blend in with my surroundings.
That's not
Anyway.
blending in. So, it'll be a few days before my things are ready. And we're waiting to meet with the Broken King. From the looks
I
of
need
it,
to
Days.
yes, a few days.
I too need to go and see the weaponsmith. I gotta get my mace fixed. Remember it bends to the left and it doesn't swing, you know, quite true.
I would imagine someone here will be able to take care of it. Elven smiths are of legend. They should be able to handle that.
I tell you what, I'm gonna go hit the hay so I can get up first thing in the morning so I can go and get my weapon fixed, and because I got some more information. I got some more things I want to ask them and see if we can't make me a little bit better fighter versus just being a caster.
Sure. Zormir, what do you plan on doing while you're here?
So much to explore in this place. Wonder what we could get into. You want to come explore with me, Grayson?
I want you to be respectful, to keep your hands to yourself.
Isn't being respectful enjoying other people's things and
No,
relishing in how wonderful their possessions are? I'm confused.
you don't want us to be imprisoned. Your wrongdoings affect us all.
There's a prison here?
I'm sure. And I'm sure it won't be pleasant.
Put my hands on my hips. Well, I guess I just won't get caught then.
Are we really going to have to babysit you the whole time?
Well, I've babysat him the last 5 hours. It's your turn.
Well, he's still going back to your room to sleep.
That's fine. I'm going to go to sleep because I've had way too much wine. I feel
Yes, you
clean now,
have.
and now I'm like really, really getting tired. And I got exploring to do tomorrow.
Well, where else are we going to look for this shard, though? Should we go ask Buthok? He seems to know everything.
I haven't seen him, actually.
Alright, let's go look and find him.
No,
Tomorrow.
it's time to
Tomorrow.
rest for now. I've got to pull
Will you-
Blaylock
will you
away
just-
from that staff. Get him in bed, or he'll spend all night with it.
We'll use your compass tomorrow, and we'll go find him.
I'm going to go stand over Blaylock and just kind of look at him, look at the staff, look at him. Not saying anything, just trying to figure out what the heck he's doing, why he's focusing so much.
You hear him talking back and forth, answering questions and laughing every now and then.
I think Blaylock's finally going crazy, guys.
That
No, he
thing
talked
came
a
out of
lot.
his staff. It's talking to him now.
Did you see it come out of his staff?
Yeah, and you guys can see it now. It's
Oh, we
there.
can.
Yeah, so it's projecting from the staff. You just can't hear it.
I'm going to put my finger through him.
And you stick your finger through it, and you see him kind of raise his hands in the air and starts like patting his belly, trying to push your finger out of him. And Blaylock turns to you. He doesn't like that.
It's funny. He does a little dance when I poke him.
And you feel a kind of a firm grasp on the back of your collar. It's time for bed.
No? All this talking. Not so tired anymore.
Well, we need to be.
Yeah. I guess it's probably for the best. We need to be up bright and early to wait 3 days for Grayson's stuff to be done.
Blaylock is with us.
He is.
Namora can turn your camera on.
No, I stay.
You're not. Oh, I might have shut your camera off. Let's see.
Oh, so that's how I get treated? Shut my camera off? Huh.
No, your camera is nowhere to be seen on here. Something got messed up. Oh, for some reason it has me as Nemoria. Hold on. Small technical difficulties.
Now you're on Blaylock.
It keeps putting me over there. Shut your camera off and back on.
Who?
You. All right, everybody shut their camera off. Sorry.
Oh, there I was on there for a second.
Yeah, but it's... oh, here we go. All right, Nemoria, turn yours on. I see what I did. All right, Blaylock. And Zormir. We're all fixed now.
Yay.
Welcome, Blaylock.
Welcome, welcome.
Turn your volume on.
There it is.
Blaylock, are you with us?
I am with you.
Okay.
There you are.
All right. So, Nemoria and Zormir, Grayson kind of pushes you out of the room, closing the door behind you. You both head back to your room to rest. Blaylock, you're there still working with your staff as Grayson kind of plops back down and rests his head in his hands. Sometimes, Blaylock. Are you about done messing with that staff?
For the time, yes. I need to go and I need to go look for some gems. But I can find those later.
We can... I'll go with you in the morning. I think I know someone who sells those. I did have one thing I wanted to bring up with you. My services were to lead you into the Dead Spokes. Of course, here we are, and we'll probably be leaving soon. What should I do?
Well, that depends on you. If you stay with us, we would be happy for your companionship. But keep in mind that the pay will probably not change. So you will get the same portion as everyone else, but it will be adequate.
My concerns is some of the actions from our group might get me killed. They terrified me down in the depths of the tree, and as you know, I don't get scared.
That is an odd statement from someone confessing their fear. Now, that's not terrible. That is a sign of wisdom to admit that you have a fear or that you were afraid. Better than the alternative, which would lead to death. Fear leads to caution, and caution means you'll live longer. I'm sure you would agree.
Yes. I'm not scared of monsters. I've seen my fair share. What scares me is brash decisions.
Hmm. Well, then that is good to be afraid.
It
Because
seems that way.
we are all subject to brash decisions now, aren't we?
I have seen some from you yourself, but I think now that we're out of that place, we... maybe you'll correct yourself.
Maybe. There was... That was a very dark place that I was at. I am surprised that I made it out with my sanity intact.
We almost didn't. Don't
But-
get me wrong. I think we have a powerful group. I think together our skills work well together. If we just need to come together better.
This will come with time. You have probably noticed a deeper bond between myself and Nemoria and Zoramir. Have you not?
I have.
Well, we have been journeying longer. You have been with us a short while. Mind you, the experience was quite harrowing. But our bond grows deeper the more we become accustomed to each other's idiosyncrasies. I have them, you have them, we all have them.
Well, we should get some rest.
Hmm.
I don't trust this
Fear-
place.
This place raises many questions. And I believe most of them can be answered when we meet the king.
I know I have my questions.
Yes. As do we all. But remember, they welcomed us.
They have been quite pleasant. To that, there's
They-
no doubt.
Get some rest, Grayson. I have little more work I wish to do.
And he stands up and sets his hand on your shoulder. Don't stay up too late.
No problem, father. He says mockingly.
And he walks over and just full plops down onto the bed. Leaves his boots on and everything.
So I'm going to. Is Leo still up and about?
Yeah, he's still out and he's just kind of watching this conversation go on.
Okay. Leo,
Yes?
I have helped me get something out in the open. Now,
I'm not that kind of gnome.
pay attention.
Hey, I've been trapped in this thing a long time. But
No.
you're not my type. Really.
No. I wish to talk about the idea of folding space. Now,
Folding space?
space. I picture, see that wall there?
Yes.
Now, there is a distance between me and that wall. I wish to minimize that distance without moving. Do you get what I'm saying? Now, think of this, and then I'll throw, just a metal ball. I'll throw it across the room at the wall. What?
You hear it clank against the wall and fall down, and from the bed area, you hear a muffled, "Oh, come on."
I will speak quieter. So in hushed tones, as only a minotaur can. Picture that distance and the 2 points between them, and if you were to find a third between them and bring them together. Now, help me with this. Do you understand what I mean?
You want to teleport?
Yes, you understand.
Okay. That was a hard one to follow, but you want to teleport? Okay.
Yes. But in order to bridge this gap, it involves stepping through into another plane.
Oh, like a dimension door.
Kind of. Now, give me a moment, and then I'm just gonna start scrawling a rune, almost in space, and then I'm going to cast Blink.
Okay.
Okay. So now Blink is going to take me to an ethereal plane.
Right. You start flickering back and
Yep.
forth between an ethereal plane and reality.
Okay. And then I wish to appear about 3 seconds later. Is it 3 or 6 seconds?
6 seconds. It's a round.
6 seconds. Yeah. So 6 seconds later, at the door, at the wall where I'd thrown the pebble.
Okay.
It worked. And he'll raise his voice a little bit out of excitement. And then looks over at Grayson.
And from the bed, you see his hand come up just his elbow, and he just gives you the bird.
Sorry. And did you see that, Leo?
From the far side of the room. Yeah, I sure did.
I can hear you just fine. And then I'm gonna use it again to blink back to him.
Okay.
And then right in front of Leo. There is much potential there. What do you think?
Absolutely. It should be in every artificer's toolbox.
So much. Oh, Leo, you and I have so much to talk about. I'm afraid
We're gonna be best friends.
Yes, I believe so. Perfect. Okay, and then I'm just gonna head over to my bed. And Leo, do you wish to go back into the staff, or would you prefer to be out?
If you're going to bed, I'll just go back inside. And you just see, and he just retracts back into the staff.
Fair enough. And I'll set it against the wall by the headboard.
Okay.
And then go to lay down, thinking about everything that's transpired and the potential.
Okay. So you rest your head, and Nemoria, you drift off into sleep. Zormir, you drift off into sleep, and right as you're on the edge of falling asleep, a voice fills your ear. I hunger.
And jolt up, see if Nemoria noticed that.
She's just snoring away, completely wiped out. The room is dark.
My heart starts beating a little bit. Right now? Try to speak back to it.
I must feed.
That was a horrible time. I'll go and grab my bag and look in. I don't know if I have anything to feed you right now.
And it's just quiet for a while. Soon.
Soon what?
I hunger.
I don't have any raw meat still in my bag, I don't think.
Most of it floated out.
I'm going to get up and try and sneak out into the hall.
Okay, roll stealth.
29. Oh, wait. Oh, that all went up. Holy crap. 22.
Okay.
I rolled a 9.
Freaking rogues. Okay, you feel pretty stealthy.
Okay. I'm gonna go out to the hall and look both ways. Make sure big scary meanie isn't there, and I'm gonna start sneaking my way towards the kitchen.
Okay, it's noticeably more quiet now in the tavern as people have left, and people are sleeping. You would imagine. You quietly open the door and walk down the hall and into the main tavern area. Most of the candles have been put out, and there's no one to be seen.
I'm just gonna start looking around, trying to be as quiet as possible. I'm just gonna try and find some raw meat.
Okay. Give me an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics. 24.
Okay. So as you start going through the main door, you see it looks like a small string attached to the door there, triggering to a bell. So you instead kind of climb up and through a window and stealthily over the top of stuff, placing one foot over the other without touching anything and causing pans to fall. There's pans swinging right above your head as you kind of navigate underneath them and into the kitchen area. So you, inside the kitchen, you see the normal kitchen instruments, cooking stoves and such. And then in the back of the room, you see a wooden door built into the side of the mountain itself.
I go over that door.
You open it up, and like you can feel the coldness come out of that room. This is definitely a place where they keep their meats and implements. You step inside, and you can see them hanging there in various shapes and creatures.
Look at all of this. So much to choose from. I recognize any of the creatures, or is anything odd?
They're carcasses of, I mean, there's deer and different things that you would find in the forest.
All right. Just gonna walk up to one and cut a hunk of meat off.
Okay. It's a little stiff because it's cold, but it's easy to cut, firm. You slice off a handful size of meat.
Perfect. Is this what you want?
You hear nothing.
I'm gonna go back out, quietly close the door, and see if there's any vials of acid or anything in the kitchen.
You'll see anything that would resemble that would be in a kitchen.
What else is in the kitchen?
There's spices, some vegetables and things around.
I'm gonna grab a nice tomato or something.
Okay.
And I'm gonna cut it into pieces.
All right.
And I'm just gonna go to a counter and just, from the pieces that I cut up, I'm gonna arrange them into just a big smiley face on the counter. And then I'm gonna leave the kitchen.
Okay. So you climb back over the stove and through the inside, and you leave the kitchen. You're standing there in the tavern.
Nobody there?
Nobody's there. Nobody's been made the wiser.
Avoiding the belled trap, I'm gonna make my way back to the room.
Okay. You go back to the room. Quietly close the door. You can hear Nemoria snoring there. And make your way back over to the couch.
Yep. I'm going to go into my bag and should have another vial of acid in there.
Okay. Yep.
Pull that out. And I'm going to go into... was there another room, or was this all just in one room?
Nope, there's just 2 rooms. Yep.
Right. I'm going to
outside of the bathhouse.
Right. I'm going to go into a corner as far away from Nemoria as I can get.
Okay. And you're pretty much there anyways, because that's where the couch is.
I'm going to take a deep breath and take a big bite of raw meat and then flush it down with some acid.
All right. That's not bad. You take 1 point of acid damage.
Oof. Me now.
So you chew on the tough meat, and it's not as rancid as you typically eat, so it's tougher to chew. So it's a lot of, and you get little strands of meat in your teeth as you're just chomping on this meat. And you hear in your head, "I am sustained."
What do you want? What are you... Do you have anything else that you need from me, or are we...
I see the devotion to me. And with that, I grant you a portion of my power.
What other kinds of powers do you have? What are you? Where'd you come from?
My name is Quelladon. I was an ancient black dragon from the north. Far north of Waterdeep. vessel of power.
You say a dragon?
Yes.
Can you make me fly?
In time, I can grant you many things. I will grant you the first gift. And immediately, your stomach starts hurting. And it feels like all your flesh is burning. As you take 15 points
Oh, Jesus.
of piercing damage. As you feel your flesh begin to split and tear. And as you fall down, memories and visions start filling your eyes, filling your head, and you see it's like you yourself are flying over the lands, and you look down at the shadow you're casting, and there's big dark wings flapping. But you look at your hands, and they're normal. As your vision snaps back to the room, and your tongue begins to twist, and you look down at your arms, and you notice now that you have blackened scales starting just before your elbow and moving their way up your shoulder on both arms.
What are you doing to me? Why, what's happening to my arms?
And he starts speaking, but it's not in common. It's in Draconic. And you can understand him. I have granted you the language of my people. And you no longer will suffer from acid on your flesh. As you now gain the ability to speak Draconic and gain immunity to acid.
Wow.
And this immunity does not affect your feedings. That's different.
Oh.
He's over there got like a keg of acid. He's over there chugging it. He's got a little beer helmet with acid vials coming out of it.
You guys want to see something?
Hey, check this out.
This is just a small gift. Continue to sustain me.
I want to please you. How is there anything else I can do for you? Where do you...
As we have now become the journey of becoming one, you can speak to me at any time. And I will give you the knowledge that I have.
Can you hear my thoughts?
It's terrifying.
It's good.
But when you speak to me, we must speak in the tongue of my people.
Where do you get your power? How do I suddenly know Draconic? I've never heard this before.
This is only one of many gifts. And that, as he says that, it just kind of echoes in your ears as his voice kind of fades. And you hear just the sounds of night again.
Look around the room wide-eyed, feeling my scaly skin. How far down my arms did it go?
They're right here, right above the elbow, and they go all the way up to your shoulder on both arms. So your tunic would cover them on a normal basis.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not like slightly scaled skin. They're like hard dragon scales.
Does it affect my mobility at all?
No.
Okay. Pull my sleeve up and feel the scales and look in wonderment and confusion and partial terror at what's happening to my body and what this thing just said to me. And as I try and sit there and just try and take it in.
Make a
Sure.
wisdom check for me. This would be wisdom.
Gosh, where's W? Oh, gosh, I'm done. 13.
Okay. You resist the urge to pick at the scales. Like you and your typical deviancy want to just kind of pick them off, but you kind of hold back. Some blood runs from them.
Oh, I'm bleeding.
Just a slight bit.
So I rode my hands over it and kind of catch my nail on it a little bit, but let go. Just feel it and kind of gaze out. I'm assuming there's a window. Gaze out window at the night sky, kind of wondering what I just saw, what the vision was of me flying over a city, and kind of in partial terror of what's coming over me, but also in a little bit of excitement of this new bond. Well, not new bond, the strengthening of the bond that I have with this thing that lives inside me. I'm gonna pull my sleeve down and kind of try and tug it down a little bit further to make sure it really covers it.
Okay.
And then just kind of lean back against the couch and stare out the window until I can't hold my head up any longer from tiredness and nod off.
And you drift off into restful sleep. The next morning, you all wake up. Nemoria, you're first to awake. You see
Go over and wake Zormir up.
Zormir, you feel him shake you awake.
And I kind of quickly grab at my sleeves and make sure they're down.
Okay, so you just see him kind of, rubbing his arms. Nothing he wouldn't normally do.
Spiders? You got spiders on you, buddy?
Oh, you just scared me. We're in an odd place, Maury. I don't know what's gonna come at me here.
Okay. Did you sleep well?
About as good as any other night.
No. Well, good. Why? I like to hear that. You definitely need your sleep. So, well, I just appreciate you not, sneaking out and going and getting into trouble last night and, trying to steal stuff. So I appreciate you doing that.
Yeah, I didn't steal stuff. So I take.
You still have the damage
Another-
from last night. Yeah, you won't recover that till your next long rest.
Oh, I won't?
No.
Okay. And I kind of stuff the rest of that meat that I had cut off in my bag.
Okay. Make a sleight of hand check.
Hmm.
21.
Okay. Nemori, you just see him kind of like grab his stuff and lift it up and just like with a really smooth movement, you twist your wrist and drop it into your bag.
I'll get you next time, boy. I was really hoping you'd fail that because I had a speech for you.
My sleight of hand bonus is 14.
Oh, jeez. I guess I won't ever have to worry about losing that one.
Shall we go gather the others?
No. I need to go see the weaponsmith. I just didn't know if maybe you wanted to go along or if you just wanted to hang out here. I was just going to give you that opportunity.
I'm
Yeah,
always,
just spend some gold.
always in the hunt of a new way to slay beasts. I'll come along.
Outstanding. So yeah, we're gonna go out to the front and see if Keltha, I'll pronounce his name, Master of Arms. Is he out there?
Oh, hold up. So Grayson gets up and wakes Blaylock up. Hey, it's time to get up. Let's see what we can keep our friends out of today.
Grayson, do you think I should go as this, and then I'll put the circlet of human perfection on me?
Okay, and so you see his form turn into a dragonborn.
Oh, was it random? I thought
It is random.
Gnome before.
Yeah,
Oh.
you don't get a pick.
Oh.
Scales, and Grayson looks at you. Blaylock, I think
This is different than before. I don't like this. Grayson. And I'll yank it off my head again.
Okay. and he immediately turns in. Blaylock, I think you'll be fine as you are.
These people are suspicious of me.
Well, with good reason. How many Minotaurs have we seen on this journey? None. Just you.
No, just me. If only they knew the people of my tribe. We separated from the dark deity because of the evil that was transpiring. We were under his control, so the tale goes.
Well,
let's go.
Yeah. Let's go. So they come out, and as you come into the tavern, you see Zormir and Nemoria just starting to leave the tavern.
Wait. Hey.
Hey.
What?
We will accompany you.
Oh, good. I could always use some extra hands and maybe a little extra gold if anybody has it. I depending on how expensive things are, I may have to pick and choose what we want, or maybe pitch in together to see what we can get.
Maybe. Watch this. I was able to provide the missing component and for my staff. And
That's awesome.
I'll give it a good tap.
And you see Leo. Well, good morning, Blaylock.
Good morning, Leo.
That's not how that opens up. I want to hear the whole thing.
He's fixed now.
Oh,
Well, they remember Blaylock's the only one that can hear him.
I know.
You-
Yeah.
I know that.
It's probably for the sanity of the viewers. They're like, oh, are you really gonna do that again?
And some for the DM.
Leo, I know they can't hear you, but I will introduce you. This is Nemoria.
Okay, that looks like a Nemoria. And you just see this little gnome with goggles on top of his head, and you just see his arms kind of waving a bit. And
I'm gonna reach down and touch him, and my fingers push right through him. Hey,
he just moves his hands real fast to push your. Please stop doing that.
He doesn't like that.
What is with you people and putting your fingers in me? It's like an orc.
He's like cute. Just look how cute he is. I just thought I was trying to touch him, but he's like transparent. That's cool.
He is an image of a long forgotten
Well, I was
artificer.
lost.
Well, I guess if you count the orc, then you were
No!
lost.
Not the orcs! Not again!
Hey, he's a long lost
You're lost.
artificer. So Nemoria here was the one that rescued you from your current place of residence in the Water Temple.
Well, thank you.
He says thank you, and
My
Don't-
pleasure, little buddy.
don't
My
poke
pleasure.
him.
I will not.
Yes.
You have my word.
And this gentleman here is Zoramir.
Oh, look at there. He's
I'll
little.
wave at him.
He's almost at eye level.
That's Mr. Pokey Poke. He stuck his fingers in me last night. Wait,
What?
that, yeah, you remember?
What?
He stuck his finger in me.
I'm gonna be waving at him and look at Blaylock and see his expression change and be like, what's he saying? What's he saying about me?
He says you have a problem with your finger.
I'm gonna look at my hand. Looks fine to me.
You are a poker, aren't you? You're a poker. You look like a poker.
I'm gonna pull out my rapier. Yes. Is there something you'd like me to poke?
Well, everybody, this is Leo. And though you cannot hear him, I'm working on that. I'm unsure if it's possible at this time, but maybe I'll figure something out. I always do.
What can he do, Blaylock?
He can do quite a bit. If anything, he is good company for me to bounce ideas off of.
He's smart.
Very much more so than I. He is much more traveled than I am thus far.
I'm gonna get down on my knees and look at this little thing in his eyes and look up at him. I don't know, Blaylock. You sure you trust this thing?
You hang out with this guy? He seems kind of weird.
We are all a little weird. You are a gnome in a staff. That is
Yeah, but I'm the great Theonomicon.
that is a non-dwarf with a beard, and that is a halfling
Wait,
with
how
an acid problem.
how tall is this thing? I'm imagining like a few inches.
Yeah, it's just a few inches. It's you know.
Oh, I thought it was like a life size.
No, no,
Eye level with Zoramir.
No,
Oh,
it's
okay.
just
So
it's
he's like Jiminy Cricket.
yes.
Ah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, if nobody has a problem, he will stay here with me and possibly provide insight if need be. Leo, do you mind being out and about with us?
It's good to see everything. What is this place?
Well, this is an underground town of some sort that is predominantly occupied by elves.
Oh, I love the elves.
They are a mysterious sort. Quite knowledgeable, but mysterious.
Yeah, that usually happens when somebody pulls your pants too tight.
Really?
Elves are stuck up.
Oh.
They're so
I
nice,
see.
though.
He says the elves have a pants problem.
Purple
Oh, really?
pants.
Interesting.
Hmm.
I
Yes.
look around and see, yeah, they have pants on.
Hmm. They do have pants.
Yeah,
Not purple pants.
No,
pants are so tight you
thank
never pull
goodness.
them out.
Well, this is called Lenoris Vey, Leo. So as not to be rude, I will try to minimize the conversation with you unless absolutely necessary.
No problem.
And he kind of climbs his way to the top of the staff and kind of situates himself up, wrapping his arms around two of the tongs. And he's just kind of hanging out there, waiting to walk forward.
Is that comfortable? Do we need to come up with some sort of seat?
Nope, I'm good.
Well, if there's nothing further we need from here, we should go.
I'm headed to the Silver Blade. I gotta get my mace. Gotta get my mace fixed. It's bent. It hangs a little to the left.
I am sorry I was unable to fix that for you.
That is fine. I understand. You're not a blacksmith. You
No,
gave it a try.
true.
All right, so I'm gonna start heading over to the Silver Blade.
Okay. Who's all going?
I am.
Grayson looks up at Blaylock. Blaylock, are you going?
I will accompany you, Nemoria.
I guess we're all going, so I can keep an eye on the elves. Yes, the elves.
Grayson, we could always use your company.
Yes, of course. So I head over to the silvered blade. You hear in the back the sounds of blacksmithing hammers and the sizzle of steel and in the tempering process. And as you walk in, you see a very thin elven man standing there, kind of golden platinum hair over his shoulders, a scraggly beard, one patch over his eye. Hello, how can I be of service to you today?
Good morning, fine one. Sir, I hold my mace up and I have a small issue with this. It's bent.
That is quite a issue you have there. I am Yolnus Evercatch, famed smith of the Vey.
Well, good. I've heard good things, and
No, you
I
have
heard that
from
you
who?
can, oh, here and there around. When I was asking, they're like, "Oh, go to him, go to here." So I'm here.
That's good. Yolnus has the best.
So you can fix it?
Yolnus can fix anything. And he takes it and he's looking it over. You did quite a number to this.
Yeah, we ran into a lot of bad things down in the tree. So
Yolnus will fix it. Yolnus will fix it for you. That will be 70 gold pieces.
so I kind of have my heart set on a warhammer. Would you by any chance have a magical warhammer around?
Yolnus has warhammers. Yes. Yes, all sorts of warhammers.
Yeah, so let's talk. I mean, can you bring out some and let me see them and see what you have in your inventory?
I guess I'll go get one. He takes him a while. You hear him shuffling around and You hear some stuff fall over, and he swears a bit and comes out dragging 2 or 3 of them because they're fairly heavy. Here's 1, here's 2, and here's 3.
Ah, very nice. I pick one up, kind of grab a hold of it, and kind of like just swing it around a little bit and try to get the feel of it, to see how the weight is and see how balanced it is. So can you tell me a little bit about this?
Well, we have normal Warhammer. That's what you have in your hand. We have Warhammer +1, and we have Warhammer that is a little more angry.
A little more angry, you say? Does this angry Warhammer have a name?
Some would call it a vicious Warhammer.
And this one here, you said in my hand was what? What was this in my hand?
It is Warhammer +1, enchanted with magical gifts.
And what is your asking price?
For that one, 1,000 gold pieces.
1,000. Wow. And how much is this +1 here on the table? Is it also magical?
+1? Yes.
Yes.
That
And
is what
what's
is.
your asking price for it?
The +1 is 1,000.
Hmm.
The angry one is 350.
And what does it do? Is it angry? Does it like yell and scream when I hit something with it?
He just looks at you and he's just a blank stare on his face, completely not amused. If you don't know,
Oh, yeah.
then maybe you shouldn't buy it.
Did not mean to offend you. I was
No offense
merely
taken. Little time to joke.
so what is special about this one then?
Which one are you pointing at?
The angry one for 300.
It gives advantage in combat. When you hit someone really hard.
So if I trade my mace in, what would you give me for my mace?
Your mace is broken. What do you want me to do with broken mace? I'll give you 5
Yeah,
gold
but you don't-
pieces for broken mace.
But you said for 70 you could fix it, so you could probably get at least 150 out of it.
I don't know where you do math, but that's not the math that works here.
Hmm. Okay. So let me just think about that for just a moment.
Okay, you think of it.
So if I just get my mace fixed, how long will it take for you to fix it?
A couple days.
Okay. All right. Zormir, are you looking around for anything?
Yeah, I'm looking around what he's got there, waiting for you to finish up with him.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit here and ponder on what I'm gonna do here, and so I'll let you talk to him for a little bit. You go ahead and you talk to him, and you see if there's anything for you. I gotta think about this for a minute, because 350 gold, that's a lot.
All right, I'm gonna walk up to him. Hey, big sir.
Oh, hello, little one.
You can call me Zormir. What do I call you?
You can call me Yulnish Evercatch, famous blacksmith of the Vey.
I will call you Blacksmith of the Vey then.
Yulnish
Hey.
likes this.
I can't. Those are big words there. Okay, and I'm gonna pull out my rapier and kind of hold it out there. This is what I have now. It works good at killing things. I want something better, you know?
Sure.
Sometimes in combat, like, I want to slash something and stab something. Like, whoosh, whoosh, quick 1, 2. And now I'm going to pull out my dagger. We take, like, this, and, like, can we put it together? Is that something you can do here?
You want to take dagger and hide it in hilt of rapier.
Oh, you're a smart man, Blacksmith of Vale.
I've been doing this long time.
What do you say?
Normal dagger or riding dagger?
Look at him confused. All daggers aren't the same?
No. You're going to... We can use just a regular dagger. We shove it up there. And we take... maybe you have a special dagger that mommy gave you and you want to shove it up in there.
Do you have a special dagger? Do you have any special daggers here?
We have all sorts of special daggers.
I have an idea. I'd like to use Flash of Genius on Yolnish, what are your thoughts and your expertise in taking this blade and notching it across the blades here, and here, so when the blade exits whatever unfortunate thing it happens to enter, it rips on the way out.
Oh, you want to give it bleeding. You want to rip and tear.
Yes.
I like the way you think, Blaylock. I didn't know you were so violent.
I know what sharp, pointy things are supposed to do.
I'll look up to Blacksmith of Vale. What do you say, good sir?
Oh, we can always do that, but... What do you want? You want the dagger in the hilt, or you want serrations?
Will we not do both?
You want both? Oh. Ugh. Again, what dagger?
I mean, I'm gonna pull out my dagger of venom. I do have this dagger. This dagger is very special to me, and it's very powerful. It can summon some magical things that I'm not sure I'm comfortable telling you about here.
Well, someone has dagger of venom and they act like I do not know what that is.
Can we hear this conversation?
Oh yeah.
Dagger of venom?
Hey then, Mr. Gren.
That's interesting.
I mean, I will buy dagger of venom for you. If you no longer want it.
How much would you be willing to give me there?
No, I'd give you, say, 1,500 gold pieces.
Damn it, putting me on the spot.
It's quite a nice dagger.
Take a step
It
back.
looks like it hasn't been used in combat very much.
It's been used.
It looks like it hasn't been used in 15 sessions.
Let's say I wanted to trade my dagger of venom for another powerful dagger that you have in your stable here.
I mean, we could do a dagger +1.
What is that?
It's a dagger +1. I just told you.
Okay, out of character. What is a dagger plus
Uh,
one?
+1 armors and daggers. Take the base stats and it adds +1 to your attack roll, +1 to your damage roll. +2 adds
Okay.
+2 to your attack roll, +2 to your damage roll, and it goes up to a +3, and that can affect shields, armors, and weapons.
Thank you.
Since we're talking off the record, because like I inboxed you, I couldn't understand half your accent
Oh, sorry.
when you were describing those.
That's you got everything. The angry is a vicious weapon, which you're familiar with.
Okay. All right. And then you had a +1, and then what was the other one?
Just a regular warhammer.
Okay. All right. 10-4. Thank you.
No. That is a lot of money you're offering there, Mr. Blacksmith.
So we could do it in trade. Trade it in for say +1 weapon and +1 dagger, and shove it up in rapier.
Do we have any other magical daggers?
Sure. Let's see. Anything specific?
Want something that will be shocking to my enemies, if you know what I mean. Something that will bring them to their knees. Something that they will not know what hit them when I stab them with it.
As I look here.
You're not asking for much, are you, Zormir?
So we have dagger that makes you see in the dark. And we have other daggers, +1, +2, +2 dagger. We have those. And they only cost you little amount, only 4,000 gold pieces.
Moria. I want to reach my arm out to Moria and just kind of stay by myself for a second.
Hey, buddy. It's okay. Yeah, that's
Did
that's
he
a
say
lot
what
of
I
gold.
think he said?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he wants 1,000 for my +1.
Do I look that rich?
We have all
Right.
sorts of other things, armor, shields.
I like to be light and quick. I think I'll stick with my lightweight weapons here.
Okay.
How about this? What if you clearly have some very wonderful weapons here, Mr. Blacksmith, but I think a dagger of venom has treated me well. What's to say we take that and stick it into the hilts of my rapier here, and also add some serrations to the blade of the rapier.
Okay. So to take dagger and engineer it for that and add serrations to blade, looking at 500 gold pieces.
500 gold pieces.
And I whispered to him, "That's just a day's work for you."
I'm gonna take out. Apparently, I don't forget where I got this, but I have a baby dragon horn. I'm gonna take that out of my bag and put it on the table. What if I throw this in to sweeten the pot?
How much other things you going to sweeten the pot with?
Gonna reach in, kind of scoop around a little bit. Got an orc's tooth. That could be cool on a weapon. Put it in there. Add a little bit. I'll have to quickly take it back and put it into my bag.
Listen, Yuln's not trying to be rude here, but final offer. What do you offer, Yulnish, to do this work?
Then I'm gonna reach into my bag and pull out the sapphire that I have. Slide it over to him. How about this?
Which sapphire do you have?
I have written down 1 sapphire.
Sapphire. You have a sapphire?
Give me a moment to find that one.
Sorry.
I think I remember where that one came from.
That was from the bag of gems.
That was found in the upper part of the tree, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he swiped it.
Leo,
I think Blaylock wants that.
he has a sapphire, Leo. Zoramir,
Yes, Blaylock?
I will give you 10 gold for that sapphire.
How much is a sapphire worth?
It's worth 10 gold to me.
I'm trying to find it. I remember a sapphire, but I don't remember exactly where it was.
It says it's worth a flat 1,000 gold.
No.
10 gold?
Too many zeros.
Put a finger up.
Oh, here it is. It's worth 200 gold pieces.
10
Oh,
10 gold?
Like, I worked hard to get this sapphire. I understand. What do you need it for, Blaylock?
That is a very nice sapphire. Definitely for
Well-
good trade.
How much? Well, how much would you give me for it, blacksmith?
And he picks it up and he kind of holds it up to a candle and he's looking through it. It's a very good quality. Very clear. I give 200 gold pieces for it.
Turn back to Blaylock. What do you need this for, Blaylock?
It would help me with my research with this staff. That 200 gold is quite. It is quite a bit.
Tell you what, if you pitch in a little bit, doesn't have to be the whole 200. I'll give you the sapphire.
This is precious to you.
I've carried this sapphire for a very long time.
Really?
At least
Let's
3
not-
days.
Let's not waste Yulnish's time.
Thank you.
We can discuss this. Please, if you would, hold on to the sapphire. I will help accommodate the deficit if it is within reason, Zoramir.
Throw in 50 gold pieces, Blaylock. I will give you the sapphire.
Consider it done.
All right. Thank you, good buddy. I hand him the sapphire. And I throw, you said 500 for the work?
Yes.
All right. I throw 450 gold onto the counter.
You make Yulnus very happy. And he takes the dagger of venom and the rapier. I believe the rapier's silvered too, right?
Yeah, it's a nice rapier.
Okay. It'll be at least a couple days before this is ready. And
I look forward to your meticulous work, Mr. Blacksmith.
Holy but the best. And he turns back to Nemoria. And lady, are you ready to make a decision?
Yes, I think I'll go ahead and take the Warhammer because I really like the Warhammer.
There's
Well,
3 of them.
I'll take the angry one because it's cheaper. I 1,000 gold right now is a little much for me. As much as I would like to have it, but I'll take the 350. And how much will you give me for my mace? Did you say 50 gold pieces?
I said 5, but I'll give you 50 gold pieces.
Deal. So I'll give you 300 gold pieces.
Done. So he takes the gold from all of you, kind of scoops it in and pushes the Warhammer. May it serve you well. Come back in a couple days. I'll have your weapon for you.
Do you know where I could get a diamond? I need to get a medium quality diamond.
Diamonds, bubbling cauldron. Shauna should be able to take care of you.
Oh, very good. And one last thing, I know you deal in weapons and armor, but I take off my bell of Dwarventine and can you appraise this for me? I'm just out of curiosity, what this is worth.
Ooh, belt of Dwarvenkind.
Nemoria, you wouldn't.
No, I'm not. No, I
5,000
like it.
gold pieces.
I am offended. Oh,
What?
How many?
5,000.
5,000. Wow, very good. I was just curiosity was getting the best of me, and I'll take it, put it back on, and wear it. I thank you so much for your time and for my new Warhammer. I really do appreciate it.
I go up to Nemoria, I put my hand on her shoulder, I go, sell it, or it may disappear.
Little one. I don't think you would do that to me.
I didn't say I would do anything.
And Grayson looks at you and says, "You know he would."
Yeah, I know he would. The minute I'm asleep.
Yes. I would make sure you latch that at night from now on. You might have done that in private because, yeah.
I thought I should, be able to, trust my friends.
Oh, you can trust
You
us.
assuming
The way he's looking at me, though, yeah.
I'm gonna
Second thoughts.
I'm going to be talking to the group, but my eyes are just fixated on the belt. Why would you assume that I would take something from my friends here?
Well, well, yeah. So where did you get that? Where did you get that that sapphire you just stole? Where did you get that?
I'm gonna look over at Mr. Blacksmith. I got it along my travels.
Cool. Good for you. And you see him look down, Blaylock, at your side. Oh. Tell me, is that a pistol at your side?
it is. It needs to be. The sights
Well,
need to be adjusted, though.
No, I think you need to sell it. That would probably be the best for you.
You would want me to sell this. Why? What is your interest with this?
Hold
Firearm.
on. I don't have many people that come here looking for with proficiency in such weapons. And he disappears into the back, and he comes out a moment later, and he's holding a long wooden weapon with a metal tube running over the top of it. Here's rifle. It's like little pistol but bigger. And
My.
you see him kind of load some stuff into it and pull it. Watch this. And he points it out a random window and just he just fires it away, and your ears are ringing, and you can see it like pushed him back from the shot. And you hear some commotion outside, of people yelling at him and different things. Very powerful. Any interest in such fine weapon?
Well, I would just, please. You don't need anything else. It goes boom.
Now,
You-
is this,
you hit
is this
more
more like
of
a rifle or a shotgun?
A rifle.
Okay. So then, hence the scope.
Warlock, I'm afraid you would kill me if you accidentally shot me with that, like you did the
Yeah.
pistol.
The
It's-
idea behind this is to be at a distance. I'm assuming there's some advantage to this weapon for accuracy, correct?
Shoots very far. It hits very hard.
Really?
It's very hard.
Well, what if I were to give you this blunderbuss and how much would you want for the rifle?
350 gold pieces.
Oof.
But trade pistol in 100 gold pieces.
Blaylock.
That is acceptable.
And you think you're gonna hit something just because it's bigger?
I think I'm going to hit something because I'm going to practice.
Lord have mercy. We know you need that.
What ammunition would this work? And then I'll hold up the metal balls.
Yes, you could use that. Same type.
Perfect. Yes, I will take it.
Okay. It is a two-handed weapon to fire it.
Oof.
Well, it's rifle.
Yeah, it's a rifle. Yes.
Its range is 80 and 240, so it's
Okay.
quite a distance.
Mhm.
And it holds 5 shots. So you have to reload
Okay.
after 5 shots.
Okay. As opposed to my,
Yeah.
one and done. Yeah.
You can add it. It's a hunting rifle. You can add it on your character sheet.
All right, we'll do.
And it is a bit more damage.
Yulnish, this is a fine weapon indeed. Thank you.
No problem.
With, I assume I don't see it, but judging by the warmth in this establishment, you have a forge back there?
Of course, all sorts of weapons in the forge.
I'm looking for, if I were to come up with a mold, would you be able to forge or temper some implements for me?
Absolutely.
Or I will obviously pay you for your time.
Not a problem.
Excellent. I will put together the plans for the mold and pay you.
I'll be here working on your friend's unique design.
Yes, I will be back in soon, depending on how our endeavors for the rest of the day transpire.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Yolnish is happy to do service with you.
And I am happy to be able to utilize this service, for it is a fine craft that you practice here.
If
Thank you.
anything
Thank
else
you
is
for
needed,
everything that you've done.
happy to help.
Well, if that is everything, gentlemen and ladies,
We shall be going.
Grayson says, I have nothing. I've already spent some of my money.
Look at Blaylock. We need to go and see about getting me a diamond so I can have it for Rez if we run into another issue like Vormir dying on us.
your deity charges a high cost.
Yes, but it's worth it. I believe it's worth it.
I'll look at Zoramir. I suppose, yes, it is.
So yeah, so we'll start walking that way. Can you Mr. Everhash, could you point us which way the lady is for the diamond?
Across the street.
Oh, there it is. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Easy to miss.
Yes. Thank you. So walk out.
Have a
Go
good
across
day.
the street. Thank you.
I will see you hopefully later today, Yolnis. Thank you.
No problem. So you guys
Well,
leave the shop.
Or do what?
You guys are leaving the shop, right?
Yes.
Now, I believe her name is Shorana Oakenbranch. Everybody.
Hmm?
Shorana Oakenbranch. It sounds elven in nature. Let's see what she has to offer.
So you head over to the bubbling cauldron and you see Sharana standing there, golden hair flowing around her shoulders, a headband going around the top of her head, a flowing kind of purplish and red gown as she floats about the room, and you hear the bubbling of the potions in the back. And she greets you as you come in. Come in, come in.
Are you Shorana Oakenbranch?
Oui, I am.
Well, I am Blaylock, and we have heard good things about your establishment.
That is good.
Nemoria here is something of a peculiar nature.
Kind of dull my head to a little bit. Good morning.
It,
I am in
we it looked like he needs to shave. Yes, she does. It seems.
it's a blessing and a curse all in the same sentence.
It must.
I get tired of shaving it, so I just let it go and I just kind of braid it, and it is what it is.
It definitely is what it is. It is terrible, but yes.
I don't have many men knocking on my door, let's put it that
I
way.
would
At
imagine.
least she has her clothes on. I had the pleasure of seeing that the other night.
Look down on it, but you just kept looking. That's the problem.
It's like when the orc is just it's spilling its guts out in the middle of a battle. You don't like it, but you can't look away.
No, not the orcs.
It's okay, Leo. You don't have to worry about the orcs anymore.
I am in need of a diamond,
But of course.
the medium diamond, 300 gold piece diamond.
I would be happy to help you. Diamonds. And she goes back and grabs a box, and you see her open it, and it's like full of different sized diamonds. Big ones, little ones. What kind do you need?
Wow, look at this. You have a lot of diamonds. Well, I definitely don't need any this size. These are way too big. This is just for one of my spells that I have, that it takes a diamond to use. And
But of course, yes.
I'm looking-
I would imagine it is a how do they say revivify? Is that correct?
yes, my revivify.
Yes, revivify. And you see her dig in through there, and she pulls out, and she holds it up to a candle, looking at it. Oh, this will do you just good, and sets it down in
Very
front of
good.
you.
Pick it up. Yeah, that's beautiful. Beautiful. And how much would you want for this?
The going rate. You said 300 gold pieces.
Yes.
Can I see that box?
And she looks at you. No, it's a one. Kind of closes the lid on it and slides it back, and takes Nemoria's gold pieces. Is there anything else I can get for any of you?
No, I appreciate you having these diamonds. This will definitely will come in handy someday. I hope. Honestly, I hope I never use it.
I hope you do not either. I have lots of gems of various sizes and qualities for your need, or to make you more pretty, to tie into your beard hair.
No, but can you, or do you know somebody who can like take my some of my clothes and like my cape? I want to see. Can you turn it purple?
You might have more luck at Jonish's place. He deals with the clothes side of things.
Very good. We were just there. I can go and
I'm
talk
sure
and
someone
speak.
could help you, yes.
Sure.
What about the
Well, you guys
the rest of
need
you?
anything?
Is anything that and she points at Grayson. Still working on what you wanted. It takes time.
Very good. All right. Well, I think I'm done. I got everything I need. I feel much better now that I got this diamond. I put it in my little satchel, and makes me feel much better to have it.
Say, do you have any acid? I like
Acid?
to put a little bit on the tips of my arrows before I fire them off.
But of course I have acid. Let's see, how much do you need? And she's kind of searches around and pulls out a crate, and you see 8 vials of a dark green liquid. They are but 25 gold pieces each.
25 gold pieces each. I'm gonna take out a little bag of dust and put down my bag of Dust of Disappearance. How much is this worth?
She takes a look at it.
Zormir, why do you need all these files?
I'm working on something, Demoria.
Yeah? Care to share?
It's a little side project. You'll know when you see it.
Really? It's not gonna like hit us or anything like, a gun that, starts to shoot the enemy and they end up hitting us. I mean, it's not gonna be something like that, is it?
No, I am not Blaylock.
I
I know how to handle my weapons.
I do not know.
I know very well how to handle my weapons.
The hole in my side says otherwise, Blaylock.
I do not know why you would have this dust with you. This seems like a very cruel thing, but I will take it to just, if anything, get it out of your hands.
I'm going to pull it back a little bit towards me. But how much would you pay me for it?
480 gold pieces.
80 gold pieces.
That's a lot of gold pieces.
Yes, I'm not sure why someone would need dust of sneezing and choking.
Dust of sneezing and choking?
Yes, you see, dust of sneezing and choking looks very much like, how do you say, dust of disappearance. It's kind of a practical joke people would play on people. You would put it on to disappear, but instead, almost die.
Look back down at it. That's what this is?
Absolutely. And she starts pointing to the different grain size. You see how the grains fractulate here on the edge of the dust. This is what makes them different than the dust of disappearance. One moment, and she grabs a bag of dust of disappearance and puts it on. See here, the dust is a lot more round like here. It's more spherical.
My brain hurts.
No, you see the difference, correct? And you're looking at it, and they look exactly alike to you.
It's sand. You're crazy. You're brilliant. I don't know which one.
But either way, I will just give you 480 gold pieces just to get it out of your hands.
How about an even 500? I like round numbers.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh wow, 19.
She looks at you. I fear more of it being in your hands than the gold I have in my pocket. Of a 500 it is.
Deal. I hand it over.
She takes both of them and sets them over the side.
And I say, keep 100 of that, and I take 4 vials of acid.
Okay. So she slides you over 400 gold pieces and takes out the 4 vials and hands them to you.
You did say 25
Yep,
each, right?
25 each.
Good doing business with you. I scoop up my gold.
But of course, anytime. I have lots of things. Anything else?
Well, I have a few things for you to appraise, if you have an inkling.
I could take a look at them, yes.
I have this book, and I'm going to pull out the wizard book. This was acquired from the tower, and it says a gnome wizard book from the tower, if you recall.
No, the DM does not recall. He will look in his notes.
This is a book of spells and notes from a notable wizard far from here.
There was a lot of floors on that tower. She takes a look at it and begins thumbing through the pages. But this looks like a maybe a journal of whoever this was, this is not a spell
Yes.
book. This is
There are allusions to spells, and if it is of no worth, then I will continue to hold on to it.
she takes a look at it. I give you maybe 50 gold pieces, just for historical for the library here in the Bay.
Well, if we're looking for history, now this.
Oh, but
may
I love
startle
history.
You. Oh, as do I. Isn't it
Oh,
fascinating?
it's fascinating. We could speak for hours. And she
Yes.
kind of rests her head in her hands and just kind of looks at you. Oh, we could talk about the ancients of elvish history and the kings and queens of indentured past, and would be
Elven history is such an anomaly to me and my tribe. I would like to know more. I believe in this book, however, this is a elven history of elven past, which is not something you'd want to keep in public. And I'll bring out the creepy book found in the Dead Spokes.
creepy book and dead spokes.
So I don't have a technical name. I just like, hey, look, a magical book.
Which one
this
was this?
This was the one, I believe, on the bottom floor.
Where Priosh was?
Yes.
Well, one of I think there were 2 books down there.
Yeah, I just have creepy book, and I believe it was the first one. I don't think I collected the second one because I was insane.
There we go. The creepy book. Okay. She starts looking at it, going
No.
through it.
This is what
What-
may be startling to you.
Where did you get this?
I found it in the heart tree.
Was this? She looks down. Was this from the betrayer?
Yes. Yes, it was.
This book should be burned.
I bring it to your attention because of your love of history.
She slams it closed.
'Cause
There's no history in here.
I understand.
Those creatures that destroyed our home,
Yes.
they come from this book.
Did you know that we have cleansed your home?
I did not.
We came from the heart tree.
These are
And-
wild tales. No one comes from the heart tree.
But we
we
have.
did. We went in and we came back.
Are you devils?
We.
And she looks
No.
at you.
Did you not know bad things were happening?
Yes. That is how I lost my husband.
I.
When those
My
creatures
condolences.
came out of the roots and slaughtered my family.
The corruption has been purged. The heart that was at the base of the tree has been destroyed, and life will now flourish from its remains.
She kind of snickers. Sure, friend. Sure you did. And smiles.
Well-
Is there anything else I can get for you?
Do you know Buthak?
Who doesn't know Buthak? Buthak is, he comes around. The children love him.
I would recommend having a serious conversation with him about this.
I'm
He
sure.
can verify what we have done.
Hmm.
I'm sure.
Hmm.
I'm sure. Anyways, much serious. May I please take this? I can give you gold if you want gold, but this book really needs to be destroyed.
I whisper Blaylock to her. I don't think you should do that. Something
Let's,
bad feeling.
Grayson.
Grayson says, "Yeah, I didn't know you had that Blaylock. That book should be destroyed like the other one. You remember the other one?"
I do. Fine, so be it. Yes, I will, Sharana, I will sell you this book. But if you're going to destroy it, then I will not ask for anything for it. If there's nothing to be gained by you, then I will not charge you.
There is much to be gained for me destroying it, if it helps rid evil from this world. And she takes out 100 gold pieces and sets them on the counter. Please.
Thank you. Now, I believe, and that unless you have an interest in the blood from experiments in lycanthropy.
My gods. You've been.
We've been around the block a while.
Why would you?
I could tell you tales of what we have seen.
While I love history, your tales must be fascinating.
So, I believe. Oh, I still have this shield. What am I going to do with this shield? Oh, dear. Madam, I'm looking for gems of particular note. If you'll excuse me just for one moment, and I'll whisper to Leo. Leo.
Yes?
Does it matter what type of gem that we use, or does it just have to be of the particular type that you described?
Well, the gems have to be of a certain quality. They usually probably around 200 gold piece. That kind of gem. A big one.
So not
the nice ones.
Not a regular run-of-the-mill gem.
No.
Okay.
It's all about quality. You can have quantity, but quality is top.
Okay. Thank you, Leo.
No problem.
He just kind of settles back down on the staff, and you see him wave at Sharana.
This is my companion, Leo, a famous artificer.
I see that. See, he's very durable.
He is quite the character. He has informed me that we are looking for gems of particular note. In particular, would you happen to have an amethyst?
Absolutely. I have gems of all types here. Tell me what size you need and which ones and how many, and be happy to help you out.
Well, may I see them? These will have to be of a larger nature.
Okay. And she comes out, and you see her rustling around, and she takes a separate box, and she's picking through various trays she has in the back. You see her just leaning forward. Zormir, you see this, and like you're trying to restrain your own hands from wanting to go back there and just kind of loot. This is quite a draw. You realize that these shops you've been in have a lot of stuff. Like they've been hoarding. And she fills trays with quite a variety of large gems, and she brings it out and opens it up. This is what I have. Any of these works for you?
I'm gonna go straight to the counter.
And they they sparkle in your eyes as you're looking at them.
I go to pick up one tray.
As you reach out, she just real playfully just slaps your finger.
Hmm.
No. No.
Zormir, buddy, come here. Don't get us in trouble.
You feel a really firm hand on your shoulder as Grayson's hand just kind of places it on your shoulder and squeezes a little bit.
What time do you guys close in case I want to come back for something? And I don't miss you?
This one is silly.
Pardon my friend.
He
here.
has lust in his eyes. I see it a lot.
Yes. I am looking particularly for this amethyst. And I'll point at one of the larger ones. Can I investigate to see if this is the one that we're looking for? That I'm looking for?
Yeah, so there's one that looks like it's the right size for what Leo told you.
larger.
Yeah.
Okay. What I'm trying to avoid is asking her, it's like, hey, I need one of 200 gold pieces. And then,
Right.
she'll be like, oh, yeah, here it is. And then
They're generally classified by size and clarity and
Yeah.
quality, so it's...
And I've seen the slots where these reside anyway,
Yeah.
so I need to fit one to find that would fit in the slot.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm going to point at the amethyst. It looks like it would fit in the slot. In addition, the eye agate.
Okay. Yeah. She has that one. It's a bit larger than the other one, but
How much
it's
for these?
those would be about 200 gold pieces.
Fantastic. That will do. I will have this one and this one, please.
Absolutely. She takes them out and sets them. They are from the finest quality. We used to do lots of the business with the dwarves of Breckenshorn, and they would bring gems, and we would trade with magical items.
Excellent. Well, thank you.
No problem. I hope I can work with you at another time. Maybe we can trade stories.
I would love it. I could tell you a little of our tale, though, as you may know, our tales, because we are much shorter lived than you and your kind, they will certainly be a little different in nature than yours.
Come on, you can't be a day over 150, right?
Not quite, but I appreciate that. I have studied many ruins, and from those ruins I have gleaned much information, and there are still holes in what I have discerned. I would love for you to help me to fill in the gaps.
Anytime. You will always find me here at my shop.
Thank you.
Zormir, your hands are just slowly creeping toward the gem case, and she reaches forward and just, without even looking at you, looks directly at Nemoria and slams the case, the little box closed, and just reaches and slides it over and tucks it under her arm. Could I help anyone else? Is something I can get for you?
I'm gonna start walking around the counter towards
I
the
have
box.
all I need.
If you
I
could,
try to grab him by the back of the shirt.
you grab a hold of him, and he's not moving real stealthily, or it's pretty intentional.
Buddy,
Your little friend is
come on.
adorable.
You often come have a ale at the tavern?
Oh, from time to time in the evenings. Of course, it's a nice place. Not an ale. You do not ask for ale here. Not in the Vey.
Sorry. The elven wine.
Well,
How could I forget from last night?
But of course, only the best.
What? I have a mundane item here of no particular note, and rather disappointing. And then what I'll do is that I'll look at her, and then I'll enable the cloak of billowing.
Okay.
Okay, and I'll show her, and it'll just start flapping in the wind behind me. Okay, see this cloak, and I'll just put on like a heroic pose as only a minotaur can.
Yeah. And it just kind of flails out behind you, and she just
Like
laughs.
wind from nowhere just seems to be flapping it, and then it's.
And she laughs. Yes, that is adorable.
But that is all. That it is not much purpose.
Yes. I'll. If you want to, I'll take it off your hands. I'll give you 25 gold pieces for it. It's great for parties for the children.
No, I appreciate the offer, but I think it might add to my ensemble. I am putting together. See this hat and this cape.
I see it. It's very dashing.
Yes, that is what I am looking for. To put a new name on my kind, so people won't be running in fear from me or looking suspiciously at me and my kind.
I do have a variety of cloaks. I mean, maybe all of you are interested in, say, one of my rarer pieces, my cloak of displacement, or something like that.
Does that do?
I have heard of this.
It puts you in different places magically.
How far?
Let's see.
Thus the party was broke.
It makes you appear in a different place than your actual location. It makes things harder to hit you. They can't seem to focus on the things that you have.
I'll give you 25 gold.
Oh, it's a steal at 60,000 gold pieces.
60.
60,000?
Zormir, we'll never see that.
There may only be one of these on the whole island of Drakenwald.
Where do you keep this?
The adorable. It's probably time that you should leave. You're making me nervous.
I'm just gonna look around your shop a little bit more.
And Grayson kind of squeezes a little harder on your shoulder, and let's step outside. You worry me.
I like this.
Yeah. You remember the shop in Portstown? You remember the old woman there?
No,
Yeah.
it's escaping me right now.
Yeah.
Shepherd's Farm remembers.
Remember you kind of upset her? Sharna seems to be nicer. So let's step out here so we don't get the same reaction as Colleen in Portstown.
She'll love me.
For dinner.
Hmm.
And the escorts Zormir outside. Maybe I see you at the tavern tonight?
Yes, you should come to the tavern. I shove back.
Oh, he would not like that if he tries to steal my things.
I
Good day.
believe he can contain himself.
He jests, I'm
He-
sure.
He does.
As
You may want to make sure that everything is locked, though.
It is very well protected.
Good. I do have one final thing that I've been sitting on, and that is a spell scroll, first level, and I've never had a need for this.
Ah, yes.
I have not even bothered to identify it.
Well, spell scrolls are spell scrolls. I can give you 60 gold pieces for it to take it off your hands.
That will work. You have no interest in this shield, by the way, and I'll pull out the Sentinel shield. Or is this more for Yulnish across the
Yulnish deals in that.
I would not want you to provide undue competition for him.
No, I do not. I do not deal in those things.
Okay, but 60 gold it is. That will do.
Okay, and she slides it forward.
And I'll hand her the scroll. And I believe this is all of the strange things we've come across for the time being.
It's
Thank you.
yes, from the smells from them. It seems like they've been wet a lot.
They may need to be cleaned. They've been through quite a bit. Maybe some
That's an
sewage
understatement.
below a tower and an ocean and many things.
We really must get together later and talk about tales over a glass of wine.
Well, maybe then you could take more seriously the episode at the Heart Tree and rejoice in it. Think
She's-
on it.
She says, "Sure," and kind of gives you a wink.
Maybe we'll meet again soon.
Maybe.
Have a good day, madam.
She nods, and you take care, tall, hairy one.
Turn, walk away.
after Grayson and I had walked outside, I'm kind of just whistle and casually walk around and scope out the outside of the store.
Grayson's just keeping an eye on you the entire time. And
On the dog.
as you're looking around and Blaylock and Nemoria step out, you can see by this this weird magical day-night cycle that they have down here that it's around midday as you've been from shop to shop. And in the distance, you hear a bit of a commotion as that catches your attention, and you look up and you see a band of elves coming in from down the main street. Their outfits covered in mud and dead sticks, not like the regal look that you've seen from Kelthalis or the others. And you see that there's 6 of them, 2 rows of 3 that walk side by side, with a 7th that walks in front of you. She has dark brown hair flowing down kind of over the top of her mud-covered armor, and a massive shoulder plate that rests higher on her shoulder than all the rest of the ones that are with her. On her belt rest 2 short swords, and she has a long dark green cloak that flows gently behind her as she walks in, and just and they stop and turn, and as she looks at all of you, they all turn in unison and take their spears and slam them down as they look at you. And that's where we're going to end tonight.
We're going to arrest?
Maybe.
So, thank you all for stopping by. It was a little rough there in the beginning. We were missing Grayson and missing our Blaylock there for a bit. So sorry about the video stuff. We're aware it happens. Life is busy, especially as we get near the holidays. It doesn't get any better. So we love having you. Feel free to stop by and catch up on other episodes if you need to catch up on those, and come back next week to see what's going to happen now in Lenore's Fae. So, all right.
Peace.
And there we go. There's our ending soon as we drift off. Thank you to Sirenscape for providing our music and sound, as always, from week to week.